Welcome. Pause the World for Peace 2023 events. World Water Day virtual press conference. Earth Day, Times Square live 5-hour broadcast.
Okay, peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Yes, my name is Ringo, and I'm here to make you aware on the 21st of September, it's the International Day and Moment of Peace. So I'm here on behalf of the UN General Secretary to let you know that at noon on the 21st that we can have a moment of silence for peace. I'm going to have my moment now. Ooh, I feel good. Peace and love, everybody.
All right, peace and love, Ringo. Peace and love, everybody on this Zoom call. Thank you all for joining in here. My name's Reverend Paul Slakis, all faith, spiritual, and a lot of love for everybody that's here today, and I appreciate it all. We love to start with Ringo, usually at 12 noon, because Ringo is asking for the world to take a moment of silence. So we usually try to start all our events at 12 noon to acknowledge, in essence, the International Day of Peace. The International Day of Peace requests at 12 noon a ceasefire. That's a United Nations Day. It's September 21st, and 193 countries raised their hands. And we, for 20 years, have been doing events in Central Park and in Times Square to strengthen the message of the United Nations. We're not an NGO, we're an independent nonprofit corporation who believes in the message of peace. Let me just give a little background on World Water Day, the serious aspect of it all, okay? 1.4 million people die annually, and 74 million will have their lives shortened by diseases related to poor water, sanitation, and hygiene. That's from the World Health Organization. Today, 1 in 4 people, 2 billion people worldwide, lack safe drinking water. Okay, almost half of the global population, 3.6 billion people, lack safe sanitation. Globally, 44% of the household water is not safely treated. Okay, and I think in America, they just came out with some kind of new concerns about the drinking water here in America. So these are, it's not good news kind of scenarios by far. But what this show is, we're a broadcaster of good news. And we have a show called Good News Broadcast on YouTube. So if you're have a chance to go to our youtube.com Good News Broadcast. But we are very honored to be broadcasting this on Unify. And we have 2 of our close friends. We've been working together now for a while, who have a very large reach on Facebook, maybe 130 million plus. And a few years ago, they were able to, through some real hard marketing and advertising, and with some money to do that, okay? That's our challenge usually, because if we got a little bit, in Yiddish, we call it geld. If you have a little money, you can spend Facebook ads, and that's what it takes. And that's what it takes to get people to watch even the Super Bowl. They spend fortune on marketing and advertising. We have a good mission. We're talking about world water, and this show, once again, is about people that are doing good things, all positive things in regards to water. But back to Tammy and Miranda. So, and Unify and the deal. They've been doing this for, what am I getting involved? Please, Tammy and Miranda, tell us who you are.
Welcome to World Water Day, everybody. We're so excited to be a part of this beautiful press conference and event with all of these fantastic people in the room. What a lovely bunch. Hello, everyone. I'm Tammy Scarlett, Executive Director of Unify, and this is Miranda.
Hi, I'm Miranda Clendening. I'm Chief Ambassador for Unify. Happy to be here. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, and Unify is the global nonprofit for world peace and impact. So we really focus on unifying the good, but we do that through mass media, marketing, and storytelling so that people can galvanize around these amazing good causes and then do something about it that's good for the world. So we love partnering with the Good News Network and Corporation so that we can get the good news out to everyone. And we appreciate you tuning in with us today. So Unify is so excited to be in partnership with AY Young, who is a UN ambassador for the SDGs, a global leader for the SDGs. He's also the founder of the Battery Tour, which is one of the coolest things I've ever heard of. It's a tour where his truck goes around and does 100% solar powered concerts that don't need to plug in, don't need to drain energy from any others. Proud to be partnered with AY, and so honored to be friends with AY and to work together in this space on the planet to bring awareness to these things that humanity and our planet desperately need. And it's time for us to band together, pull together, and really make a difference in these areas. And
I am AY Young, one of the 17 United Nations Young Leaders of the World. And I'm so happy to bring renewable energy to Times Square to do this, powered 100% by clean energy, bring the Battery Tour here, and take another step to use music as a vehicle to bring the world together. Everyone listening, every facet of humanity plugged into each other, as I call outlets, for change. I think we're all outlets. I think connected and plugged into each other, we can power change. So that's what I'm here to do.
A local hip-hop artist makes an international name for himself. He is the first artist to power his concert with 100% renewable energy.
It is a real honor to recognize Mr. A.Y. Young, the founder of Battery Tour.
It's incredible. Can't wait for you to see this. The United Nations is now throwing its support behind him.
Mr. Young has made a big impact in his young life, born in 1991. He's a singer-songwriter, a dancer, producer, entrepreneur, and sustainability advocate. He's staged and performed more than 800 concerts. He was named by the United Nations recently as one of 17 youth world leaders of the world, the only individual selected for that honor from the United States.
To stimulating this local economy further, bringing entrepreneurs together, bringing businesses together, bringing the world together so we can make some change.
I'm here to listen. Don't ask me questions. Tell me what to do. Give me ideas.
My mission is to kind of break down these silos, these barriers, and build bridges to power collective action by bringing everyone together. It's going to be incredible.
My work plan's in 3 different phases. I'm going to make an album powered 100% by renewable energy.
Right now, AY Young is working on an album based on the 17 United Nations goals. Major stars like Tech-9 and Billie Eilish will collaborate.
This will be the one called Tech-9, and I am part owner of Strange Music, and right now a part of Goal One, baby. Oh, let's go.
There are 700 million people that are still living in poverty.
The whole premise of your music is about collaboration
100%.
And about getting excited. It's about going across the finish line.
I don't think anyone can disagree that everyone needs to have access to energy, water, food. My belief is that everyone in the world, we're all these outlets for change.
You're watching the Peace Day, global internet broadcast celebrating the United Nations International Day of Peace. The Peace Day global internet broadcast promotes the United Nations, its agencies, funds, and programs around the world working for peace, the environment, human rights, and social and economic justice.
I think nature is my symbolism for peace. And now this tree stands as a symbol of what nature and us can do together to heal the world. But we've got to work much harder. We must respect each other, no matter what country, religion, or culture. But we must respect the natural world. And unless we can interact better with the natural world in more harmony, world peace will be impossible, because if you lose water, if the climate changes, if the whole world is polluted, how can there be peace between men?
The word peace has many possible meanings, and the Messenger of Peace program has been vital to addressing some of the most pressing challenges of our time head-on: poverty, disease, human suffering, issues which defy the very concept of peace.
Next is an organization that I'm actually involved with. It's a global collective alliance of influential activists, artists, and artisans. And Dr. Ying is the creator. I'm very happy to have him join us. He's a good guy. And he actually, what kind of a doctor are you? I mean, you were teaching me some things that
nuclear physics.
Nuclear physicist. A physicist. Is that right? Nuclear physicist?
Correct. So I'm not a real doctor, so don't bring me any ailment. Anything related to nuclear, then I can help you out.
Okay. All right. Well, and he really knows that nuclear information. He taught me a lot, actually. And I thank him for that. So tell us about this collective.
Well, I want to send everyone worldwide much love and peace. And I'm truly honored. I've known Paul for a lot of years, and I've known exactly how much he's dedicated his life for the peace mission. As I said to you, my background is as a nuclear physics academic, but I got involved in this peace mission in 2015 at a world peace event, actually here in New York. If you can see outside, you can probably see the Hudson River, Hoboken on the other side. So the foundation of our global alliance is based on peace. So peace is the most critical aspects of life itself. If we don't have peace, then we have war and we have extinction. So we got to have peace. So our organization, which is a global organization, is dedicated to our peace mission. And that's why our heart and soul is so synergetic to what Paul is trying to do. So like I said, we're a global organization of artists, artisans, and activists involved very influentially around the world. For example, our influential partner in Africa, Rio Com, helped campaign for a new president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu. And we're actually involved in a lot of activity, infrastructure activities in Nigeria. But I want to focus on activities which are related to our planet and specific to today's subject, which is obviously water. Now, one of our other planet, which I want to give a shout out, is Palaxi. Palaxi, I'm trying to work with Paul, as you know, to bring the organization called Music Without Borders. They want to bring art and culture from Africa, which is the cradle of humanity. And I'm hoping to bring them to be part of Paul's great music festival on April 22nd, which is Earth Day. But what is more relevant to Water Day, our organization also has a joint venture partnership agreement with Lumbini Trust organization. For those that do not know Lumbini, Lumbini is the birthplace of Buddha. And for those that have not gone to Nepal, I tell you, it is one of the most beautiful and spiritual places here on planet, and I absolutely recommend you to go there. So we signed an agreement to distribute their water from Lumbini, which is we label it as the divine God water, because we have the trust, which is a government organization, to distribute the spiritual water all around the world. And those, so Nepal is very beautiful, but its GDP is only somewhere, I'll just look it up, $39 billion in 2022. The bottled water market, like this bottle, is worth $300 billion a year. So the bottled water market is literally almost 10 times the gross domestic product of Nepal. So I want to help create jobs. I want to help create opportunities, and I want to help turn beautiful Nepal from where it is into a prosperous nation, just as what we're trying to do with Africa as well. So I want to give Paul a great shout out for giving me this opportunity to highlight our collective and what we're doing on a global scale. And now, on my little pitch, before I finish, because I know you got a lot of great people on here as well, my ClydStar partner, Andrew Wen, has just finished her movie, The Man Who Met God. For those that know me personally will know my divine role in this life and why I walk this path of righteousness and goodness. And I want Paul, thank you. God bless you for giving me this little part to be on your adventure as well. So God bless you all. Everyone be safe, much love and much peace to you all. Thank you very much, Paul.